Okay, perfect. So we're recording now. I have Matthew here, and I want to congratulate him on his new opened escrow on a new build property. And so I'm going to ask him a couple questions about that. The first one's going to be is what about this new build property was your clients most interested in? What primary requirements did this property need, and how did it meet those?
Well, thanks, Josh. And yeah, they were pretty much looking for something that is one story, and they were specifically looking for 5 beds because she does have a lot of daughters. So she was looking for something, to upgrade and make sure everybody had their own room, their own space. And she currently lives in a two-story home. So that's one thing that she was looking for, right? Something with 5 beds and on all on one floor. So it's not something that was super easy. We were looking around, and we were just going through communities and eventually we found one in Pulte in Moreno Valley. So thankfully, they had what she was looking for. And yeah, the property we found had everything she was looking for. It also a big lot, and they had an upgrade that we were able to do. So we had the big lot, the lot premium and the 5 beds, and it was all on one story. So thankfully we found that.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome to hear. And considering buyers out there who are interested in new build properties instead of pre-owned properties, what tips would you recommend to those buyers out there considering new builds?
Honestly, I would just give one tip. Like, don't go alone. Go with an agent, right? Because sometimes you might think like, oh, I'm gonna just tour this home, by myself. And the thing is, it's like the whole buyer agent and the seller's agent concept, right? Like those people that work there, they're looking for the best interest of the community. So if you go with your own agent, they're basically going to look out for you, right? And it's like everything is negotiable, and it's worth a try, right? So by having an agent, they're going to know what to do, what to say, and hopefully, score you a good deal, get even more closing costs or, get a lower interest rate or something, right? But if you go alone, you're kind of like going into the lion's den, so to speak.
Yeah.
So go with somebody, that has your back, basically.
Sure. Yeah, that totally makes sense, and I couldn't agree more. When it comes to your buyers here, what made them decide to go with a new build rather than a pre-owned property or a property that has already been owned before?
So essentially, it was the value for the price. We were seeing a lot of inventory at that price point, that was, older, like we were seeing pre-owned homes and they were older, they're kind of beat, they had, a lot of defects. And we were just logically like at the same price point, we could get a new build, and she qualified for it. So we are like, why not? Why not get something where you're the first person to live in there, brand spanking new. You don't got to worry about how the previous owner treated the property, and it just made sense for them.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of benefits when it comes to a new build. And, I always recommend that to buyers because, there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to that. And like you said, right, nobody else has lived in those properties. And a lot of the times, there might be better benefits buying a new build than actually buying a pre-owned home. And a lot of people, forget that or forget to consider that, I should say. But yeah, man, it was awesome interviewing you here, and congratulations on that new open for that escrow. And we can't wait to see you close that, man. Of
I appreciate it, brother, and thanks. I appreciate talking to you, and yeah, good to be here.
course. All right, let's see.